First of all, before I address something, I want to say, I just wanted to address my chronological vile tulikutana na Diana Ross, because she is the one who has been releasing video text messages, audios of us and stuff. However, I heard somewhere somebody saying that I was introduced. She's the one who introduced me to Ati, and she's the one who introduced, or something like that. Firstly, and then we are the ones who are giving her every information that she had was coming from us. My first encounter with Diana Ross was in July 13, 2023. In July 2023, that is the time that we were in the cabinet together. At that time, that day is when Diana Ross texted me and she said, "Hey, I'm Diana Ross, text me back." She texted me to call her, something like that. It was around 1:23 p.m. when I called, or when she texted. I texted back and I said, "Hey, my name is this and this," and ikaishia hapo. Then in July, and for me, I don't record, so I don't have recordings to back, but I have the dates based on the days that we had these conversations. The next encounter was in July 18th when she asked me to call her. And I think that was around her birthday. And I was coming from work in the morning. So when she pulls those records, it will show that it was early in the morning, like 8 a.m. And when I called her, we talked, "Hey, what's going on?" And the conversation was how TikTok is toxic. I remember that was the conversation, how TikTok is toxic, and she would like to go to California to bring some people's account down that she felt were, the bullies and whatever. Me, I was just new on TikTok that time because I had not joined TikTok long time, before this July thing. However, what she asked me, Diana asked me that she needed my help for me to fund a trip to California to go to TikTok and bring Lady Jacqueline's account down because Lady Jacqueline was a bully on TikTok. The budget was around $1,200, and she wanted me to cover that based on the ticket. And also she wanted, she said the ticket, the food, and she was planning to go and spend a couple of days there. But she said the hotel is not, nisijali juu ya hoteli because atatafuta hoteli like $50 or $70, something like that. But for me, it felt a little weird because in California, I don't think there's a hotel for $50 a night. So those hotels, where I think TikTok offices are, hakuna vitu kama za $50. So that was, and then with that phone call, Diana added Absolute Traveler. That time she was kwa cabinet then. Kwa hivyo Absolute Traveler was added on that call. Mimi sikuwa najua hawa watu. So she added them and told Absolute, na Absolute akasema tutaangalia, tutakuja na pesa, tutaangalia Diana vile tutakusaidia. Of course, mimi siku najua who Diana Ross, tulikuwa tumekutana tu hapo kwa cabinet. Tutaangalia vile tutakusaidia. Na mimi nikamwambia, me I think $1,200 kukununulia ticket ya kwenda California, it's a lot of money. Mimi sitaweza kufanya hiyo nikiwa peke yangu. But nikamuulizaje, why can't you ask like other people walikuwa kwa cabinet? I think akina Baba Jackie were there, ama kuna watu walikuwa, I don't remember. But of course she has records, because she has records of everything. So that time, if she can go back on her records and find that around that July 18th, so she can go back and find that recording where she added Absolute Traveler. So we needed to fund her to go and bring Lady Jacqueline's account down. At that time, I didn't feel like I wanted to fund that kind of a project. So I didn't give her any money. I didn't fund that project. And also, I told her, she said that the money, that the balance that we were supposed to, if we didn't come up with the full amount, she was saying we needed to come up with that full amount because it was very important. She had written everything down and we had to do this. So akasema, the balance, she will fund it from what she'll get from her birthday because her birthday was coming up. Her birthday came up and I sent her whatever I sent her, but she did not go to California from that. We didn't fund that project. I don't think even Absolute, if Absolute is here, can attest to that because she was on that phone call. The next call that I had was going to be the next time. I think this is the time too. She had informed me that Monday, because I remember like it might have been on a Friday or a Saturday morning, me leaving from work. And she told me on Monday, she had already done an investigation and knew the identity of Ochot. And Ochot was going to be arrested on Monday. I don't know whether Ochot ever got arrested. That is a question to ask Ochot. If around July, on Monday, police knocked on his door and arrested him. The next time we had a conversation around September. That September I was leaving work. It was around maybe 4 or 3. Vividly remember, I was driving from work. And she called me because she said that, she asked me, have you seen how Peaches has been bullying her on TikTok? And I said, I haven't seen because I don't go to, I wasn't going to Peaches' lives that time. And she asked me whether I could ask Lady Opio to remove Peaches as a moderator on that day. I didn't ask Lady Opio. I said, oh, I'm sorry, what is going on? I'll ask her to remove you from the moderator, but I didn't ask Lady Opio. On that note, we continued to talk, but I don't remember the details of that conversation because I don't have recording myself because I wasn't recording anyone that time because I trusted when people call you, they're going to be, you know, awakuji kukurecord ama kuna nini, but I hope she had recorded this stuff. At that time, she asked me to ask Lady Opio to remove Peaches as a moderator because she felt Peaches was bullying her. But on that note, we continued talking, and I said, oh, I haven't talked to you for a long time, blah, 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 blah. And I brought the issue of Big Daddy, where I said, are you the one who sent Big Daddy to arrest? Why would to arrest? I was told. I said, I was told you're the one who sent the police and all this. And she said, and I was trying to say, oh, I don't think you can because for me, I didn't know that you can call 911 from another state, like you're in Pennsylvania and you're calling 911 to come in somebody who is living in Florida. So mi sikuwa najua, kwa hivyo nilikuwa nasema, it's a little weird. Akaniambia, no, she's the one. And she sent me a screenshot of a lodge information. So you remember the day that we went at Lux and she mentioned me and I went up there and I was a little heated. And of course she has always, you know, she is calm and she's very calculated. And she said that, Ata hii maneno ya Big Daddy wewe ndio ulileta. And I was shocked. I was like, what? And she put that screenshot but said it was me. And then when I went back, I was like, wait a minute. That was not me. That was not my conversation. That was a lodge who I think they were having conversation and she screenshot hiyo kitu akanitumia ndio nione kweli ni yeye alikuwa ameitia Big Daddy polisi. Of course, I talked like, oh, Big Daddy, why would he do that? Like, you know, like I talked shit, of course, about stuff like that. I believe that time when looking at my phone, I was seeing missed calls, but that time hatukuwa tunaongea. That time even. The next conversation, tulikuwa na yeye. It's at that time now, the royal family walikuwa hapo, tulikuwa tunaongea na wao. And I think at one point, there's a time that King Rosso spoke and he said, wamama wanastahili waende gym or something like that. On September 15, that is 2023, I don't remember around what time I was going to Boscan lives. And actually I was like a moderator there. So when akicharaza nilikuwa nikatuma money gun, nilikuwa natuma vitu. Then on September 15, Diana sent me a message and she said, why would you, she's baffled that I'll be in a place. I was body shaming her and like talking about her surgery or something like that, or body shaming in that, that line. Got really upset because I wasn't body shaming her, I was just there. We exchanged some texts and I sent her text messages which she can pull and bring them here, because at this point I'm not pulling any private text messages, but I'm just saying what was going on. But she has them, I know that. If she sent them and there's any discrepancy, I'll pull what I have. And it was like, I told her, why would you're not gonna bully me? I'm not the kind, you've gotten your match. And why would you say that I bullied you? Because I did not. And I asked her, is this the same thing that you did when you're asking me for money to go to report Lady Jacqueline's account in California? Or remember when you asked me to, that you're gonna arrest Ochot and you did not arrest Ochot? After that, she tried calling me, I didn't answer, and then I blocked her from my phone. That was November, I blocked her in 2023. So that, I think it was in November, I blocked her. We lost contact because now we became kind of enemies. And from 2023, so you see, what I'm trying to say is, the stuff that everything that she had was coming from me and Ayeko. And I want to show, because she's trying to paint a picture that, yes, we've talked, but we are these awful human beings who have been leaking every single information from day one. And we should be condemned and we should be stoned and we should be executed and eliminated from the face of TikTok, which is not the case. We all have our faults. So at that time, Diana and Ati were on TikTok. I wasn't watching them much, but they kept talking about us and Ayeko. Every little jab was us. It was Nyinyi ni small brain. Like, I felt really insulted. It was just, she was just coming at me. If you went to those lives that they were, imitate my accent, kusema ati Meru Pretty anajifanya, you can see those recordings and vile walikuwa. So, kwa hivyo hiyo kitu ilikuwa inanisumbuanga sana. It really did. I was like, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with Uyu Ati? What is this? Nini mfanyia Diana? So I'll call Ayeko, because mimi nilikuwa nimeblock Diana, nilikuwa nimeblock Diana from November of 2023. So she kept talking, and I mean, of course, it was getting into me. Ati unataka kujionyesha uko na nyumba, mnataka kujionyesha mko na pesa, and all these people have low self-esteem. They are people with small brains or little brains, whatever she was saying. And I'll tell Ayeko, this is really ini mambo mabaya sana, the way this woman is coming at me. And I told Ayeko, you need to talk to her. And Ayeko would tell me, I think I will talk to her hata wakati alikuwa Kenya. Ayeko would be like, no, I'll talk to her, muache, whatever. At one point, I told Ayeko, no, I'm going to take legal action against this woman because I can't take it anymore. Like, these like it's just defamation I felt. And when I told Ayeko that, Ayeko told me, why can't you talk to her? And what date was that? I gotta go back and check the dates, but it was around in the evening, and Ayako told me, wacha nipigie ati ndio tuongee, labda atamwambia. So when Diana claims that she is the one who introduced me to Ati is a lie. The person who introduced me to Ati and who gave me Ati's number was Ann Ayeko. And it was in these lines where I was trying to make peace, and I was trying to find why is this woman coming at me so much, that I needed closure, and I needed to tell her, you need to stop, you need to leave me alone. So then that's when Ayeko called Ati, added Ati. And when we were talking, Ati said, why can't we add Diana on this call so she can hear for herself? I said, okay. So tukaongea, and that's why I unblocked her, na nikamuongeza. That time, if you remember, that time is the time Nyako alikuwa Kenya. That period, because of what was going on, there was a lot of noise. Wakati royal family, wakati Nyako alikuwa Dubai, wakati Nyako alitoka Dubai akaenda Kenya. Hata nilikuwa nimetext Nyako nikamwambia what is going on, that akuna, the people that we used to talk with every day aongei. Akaniambia hata yeye amuongeleshi, but do you want us to call him together? And I said no. Kwa hivyo that time kulikuwa na a lot of stuff, ati watu wamehaka WhatsApp ya Nyako. Sasa ile wakati, of course I told her what was going on between those two people, Lady Opio and King, so she was already mad. But then akakuwa hapa anaambiwa sisi ndio waba. It was too much. Kulikuwa na mgombanisho mwingi sana, and I know who was behind that. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it, as it is. So when she was in Kenya, my relationship and her shifted. And then shifted in this sense that then that time, Panisha and I, because we had tulikuwa tumekosana, then I felt ile text alikuwa ametuma, out of anger. Hapa kulikuwa watu wana respond out of anger. And that time, because that text really hurt me a lot.